ground and Borough.
Well, that was absolutely cut.
Yes, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Dazzer's Football Stand for the Premier League Season Review 2023-2024 season. My name's Darrell Johnson. Great to have your company tonight. Coming up in tonight's stream, we'll be talking all about the Premier League season and what was a very entertaining season. So you had some entertaining title battles, entertaining relegation scraps, entertaining European pushes as well. So it was a very interesting season this season. But joining us tonight, we've got United fan Owen, also United fan Liam, and Brighton fan Garrick, who's a little bit outnumbered tonight because of all the United fans on the stream. But I hope you're all doing very, very well. Thank you very much for joining us already. If you just tuned in, get involved in the live chat and we'll get things straight underway. But first and foremost, good evening, lads. How are you doing?
Yeah, pretty good. I mean, it's been a while since I came on last. So
last season, I think.
Yeah,
long time. But it's good to be back on. Good to be back at it again.
yeah.
Owen, long time no see, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it must have. I think the last time might have been, probably the same time last year. Either that or I was still at uni. So yeah, it's been a while, but yeah, it's great.
I think you and Kevin were still doing university at the time.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was.
I
definitely had a different background for sure. So yeah, I'm buzzing to be back, Dale. Thanks for having me on, and yeah, good to be back.
Yeah, no problem. And I will say about it, thanks lads for actually responding with such short notice. Obviously, I mean, it was a stream that I had planned. I just hadn't thought of what date or time to do it. So it was all a case of decide what we're doing on the day. And Harvey, by the way, brilliantly made the thumbnail for tonight, which I will shove on the overlay in a moment for you all. On our can't because I don't have premium. Donut. But it's a very good thumbnail. I'm sure you'll all see it. You'll probably all see it on YouTube anyway. Brilliant thumbnail. A massive photo of Erling Haaland for some reason on the front. I don't know why I went for him when there's better players around. But Rasmus Højlund is one of them. No, I'm joking. He's been a bit hit and miss this season. But we'll be talking about the Premier League season as a whole. And then obviously, we're talking a little bit about how our teams did and who were maybe the surprise packages this season. Also talking about the title race, the European battles, and also the relegation scraps this season as well. I will just say about it before we get into it, Harvey was meant to join us tonight, but due to personal reasons, he is not able to join us tonight. I don't know what the reason is. He won't tell me or Liam, so we'll just leave it there. So Harvey's not on tonight due to personal reasons, but thanks to the other three that did come on. Looking forward to this. We've got two quizzes as well to look forward to, which we'll do a little bit later on today. One that Liam found and one that I found. Liam has also said that he's seen some of the questions on the quiz he sent me, but he hasn't looked at any of the answers, which is good because it means because I'll be joining in. I'm not going to know. I don't know any of the questions. So there you go. So it's going to be a bit of a case of bit of the element of surprise, I think, for me. Who's the fellow in top right? That's Garrick, the Brighton fan, bit outnumbered by us United lads. But you won't have seen him. People who've only been watching channel for a couple of months won't have seen the likes of Owen and Garrick for a long time. Owen and Garrick came on, I think, this time last year when we were doing the season review last time. So it's been a long time now. So we'll get things straight underway. I think we've got to talk first of all about the title race this season. I've got to say, I thought last season's title race, which obviously featured Liverpool and Manchester City, I thought was a very entertaining title race. For me, I think this season's was probably more entertaining because Arsenal just literally came out of nowhere, started having a really, really good run of form, but same as Liverpool did, I think, last season, just faltered at the last hurdle, wasn't it? But it was a really entertaining title race. Would you say this season's title race was better or last season's?
It was probably better, just because you had 3 teams in there for the majority of the season. Dropped down to 2, obviously, near the end. But overall, I thought that it was better this season. Not as close on the final day. That was the only thing that maybe lets it down a little bit.
Infamous pigeon.
Is he saying that? I don't know what he's on about there.
I don't know what he's on about.
I don't know why he's saying that.
Thanks for tuning in.
Infamous pigeon. No, that's for Carlson you're on about, mate.
Yeah, exactly. I'll be compared to a Carlson. I don't mind. No, I'd agree with Garrick, to be fair. I think that because Arsenal were involved, Arsenal last season, they were in there, but no one really believed that they could actually do it. And this season, they I don't think they were much better, but they kind of were a bit more battle hardened. So I feel like there was more chance that they could get over the line. City obviously still the best team in the league, I think. But yeah, it was probably more exciting.
Only because of the money, mate.
Well, obviously 115 charges and etc. etc. But I think
and the loss was in the FA Cup final.
Well, it's true. But yeah, I think it was more exciting. It definitely. I mean, obviously, I didn't want Liverpool to be there, but when it's 3-horse race, it's obviously going to be a bit more, a bit more exciting. So yeah, it was. I think it was pretty good this year.
Quite entertaining, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was quite an entertaining title race. Thoughts, Liam?
Scousers were never getting to win the league anyway, but all of a sudden they're getting SBC cards on FIFA. But there we go. Anyway,
that's irrelevant.
It's true though.
We're not here to talk about how scripted and crap AFC is. We're talking about the Premier League.
You say that every year about AFC/FIFA.
Giving Liverpool cards all the time, yeah. No, I think this season's been really good. I think obviously Arsenal being in it, it's. I mean, they haven't been in the title race for many, many years. Obviously, it's been 20 years since they last won the Premier League. That was when they were the Invincibles under Arsene Wenger. But I think Mikel Arteta's done really, really well. But you've got to remember, he has been a coach alongside Pep Guardiola. So he was always going to play sort of Pep Guardiola similar type way. And the coach, I've got to say, by the way, the set-piece coach, I can't remember what his name is, but he's a bloody good coach because they seem to score loads of goals from set-pieces. And their set-pieces are just really well worked. I think Arsenal this season have been one of the surprise packages because I don't think anyone expected them to be battling for the title this season. I mean, they were top of the league at one point, just unfortunately for them, they just lost it at the final hurdle. I think it was that one of 2 or 3 games where they just didn't get results from. I think that's what mucked it up for them, really. And Manchester City, obviously, you can't be making mistakes. You make mistakes, and Manchester City keep winning games, then Manchester City are always going to win the title, aren't they? But that's why they're champions. It's all about winning the games. Whether you win by 1-0, 2-0, doesn't matter how you win. Even if you win it because you got loads of money, it doesn't matter. As long as you're winning games, that's how you win the title at the end of the day. So what can you do about it? Just welcome to everyone in the live chat, by the way. Thanks everyone for joining us. Scotty B, I haven't been ignoring them. I've just been busy talking. Talking about the doorbell. That's the doorbell, but the family don't ring it when I'm on stream because they think I don't know why. They don't like disturbing me on stream. Yet they just walk through the door. So you can't win, can you? You can't win. What can you do about it? Let's have a look. Beamer Boy, welcome to the stream. Just a message for Garrick there. Let's have a look here. Isn't he a guy from the channel you used to do? Are you back doing YouTube now, or have you still not done any of it?
Well, I did it for about 6 months, like in the second half of 2022. But I just didn't have the time to keep it going. I mean, that wasn't the case the first time round, but this time round, it's just I just couldn't do it. I just had no time, with the A levels and everything else going on. It was like, no, and work as well.
A levels now, bloody hell! It must have been a long time since I saw you if you're doing A levels now. God.
Yeah, well, I've got an exam tomorrow, so that one's going to be interesting.
This isn't going to help your vision, is it? Unless it's about.
I've prepared over 2 years. I'm sure it'll be okay.
Unless you're doing football journalism, this won't help. Well, good luck with them anyway. I'm sure you'll do all right with them. Let's carry on anyway. Eugene's put a few questions here. Thoughts on the upcoming U Wars? We'll get to the U Wars later on in the stream because we will talk about that later on in the stream. It's something I forgot to mention earlier. Well done. Press the right buttons. Doesn't be good. No, not that. Right, there we go. Thoughts on Klopp leaving Liverpool last season? Well, I
Couldn't care.
I knew he was putting him front there. No, I mean, it's a shame for Liverpool. I think it's a shame probably for the Premier League because I think he was a top manager. But I think at the same time, it was going to be, I thought it was going to be sooner or later when Klopp decides to pack it in. But also, I don't think it'll be long before we see Pep Guardiola leaving Man City because he's won literally everything you can win, apart from the Europa League. That belongs to Manchester United when we actually win it. But I think it was inevitable we were going to see Klopp leave at some point. But Arne Slot is going to be taking over, the former Feyenoord manager, and. Well, hopefully for us United fans, hopefully he doesn't slot in well. But we don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, sorry.
I was wondering how long that was going to take before some sort of joke was coming in.
Couldn't resist it, I'm afraid.
I just want to mention Scotty B's comment, which was, did Garrett go into retirement mode? I mean, I've done less intimate stuff for a while, but it's
all random. Bloody hell, he's not that old.
Yeah, I mean, it's just suddenly today and last couple of days, just things are starting to come up again. Like there's some, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm in conversations of a potential charity match going on, but I'm not going to go into full detail because I've got no idea whether it will actually go ahead. But this is all happening in the space of days. So I go from having sort of no media at all to then having these things. So I don't know. It's strange how it all goes and the timing of it all.
Yeah, it goes quickly, mate. It goes very quickly. Tell me about it. I can't actually believe how quick it's gone. So I think the last time you were on was probably this time last year. Since then, I've celebrated 7.5 years now of YouTube. So come December, I'll have done 8 years. If that doesn't deserve an MBE, then I don't know what does. Anyways, welcome those who are just tuned in. Bubba Mad Brad, who's getting relegated? Who's winning the league? Who's going up from the Championship? In your opinion, we'll come to that in a bit. The relegation battle, I was going to say, by the way. Look, I think it's a shame that the teams that went down are the ones that came up. But unfortunately, these days, if you don't spend the money and you don't get the right recruitment in, you can't get the results. That's what's going to happen. Burnley, Sheffield United I'm sorry to Sheffield United fans, but it's the worst team I think I've ever seen in the Premier League. Apart from Derby, who only got like 10 points or something stupid. But they are one of the worst teams. Certainly defensively, the worst team I've seen. How you can concede 101 goals in a single Premier League season, which no one's ever done, by the way.
Well,
no one has ever conceded 101 goals.
Unless you play United and we make you look so good, but there we go.
Well, in fairness, they got 3 goals against United. We were lucky.
Yeah, because we're capped. That's why.
But yeah, I mean, not wrong to be honest. It's been a bit of a bit of a weird season this season, but what can you do about it? What can you do about it? I think it's a shame for the 3 teams that went down, obviously. The 3 teams that came up in the end. I think we knew all along that the likes of Sheffield United and Luton wouldn't end up surviving. Burnley, I thought under Vincent Kompany they would have done a lot better. For me, I thought they underperformed under him, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I don't know whether that's necessarily down to the manager or whether that's down to the fact that some of the players they've got just aren't Premier League players, to be honest with you. The lad in the top right looks 25. I'd be very worried older than I am. I'm 22 nearly. I'm 22 next month. How old are you now? Nearly 17, 18?
18, yeah.
Oh, you're 18 now. Oh, congratulations. It goes downhill for me.
Yeah.
I've heard. I see. You can ask either of us this because I think we've all reached over 21 now. So, am I right in thinking that you and Kieran are the older ones?
We're both 23.
Yeah, I thought you were older than me.
Yeah,
You're 23. I'm 22 next month. So
whose birthday's earlier?
Mine's March.
It doesn't make a difference.
That's the thing. We were born 2 minutes apart, so it's the same day.
All three of you actually, because there's one that you don't see on YouTube because he never pops on. Is Matthew as well? You got Owen, Kieran, and Matthew, right? All 3 look the exact same, and were born a few minutes apart. Apparently, that's what I think. That's what you and Kieran have told me before.
Yeah. We're triplets.
That's weird.
So it's happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Kieran, dear Owen, dear Matty.
That song is a marathon in our house. That song's a marathon.
Madness. You might as well just say happy birthday dear the Coils. You might as well just say that instead.
I didn't know you were
a see? The more you know.
Are you like fraternal or identical or mixed?
So it's a mix. So Kieran's my twin, and then Matthew's not. It's like the separate egg. It's sort of like that. It's split. It's split, and then so that's why it's 3 of us.
It's like, I mean, it's like any point we could actually be talking to your identical brother.
Kieran. Easily. I might be Kieran. You never know.
Hey, it's been done before where Kieran's popped in, and then I've ended up getting confused, saying, "You're right, Owen," or it's Kieran.
Yeah.
Apparently, right, and. You'll have to tell these guys the story about it. I know this is a Premier League stream, but I do want to hear this again. You've told me this before. Your school teachers got confused because you deliberately sat in each other's seats.
Yeah. This is an English class. So I think this must be year 7 or 8. So we walk into the room and we deliberately sit in each other's places. And then obviously the register comes, and so we both answer for each other's names. And she just had no idea what was going on, basically. And we nearly got to the end of the lesson, and then eventually someone rat us out. But her face was a picture. It was so funny.
Brilliant.
But yeah, no. That after.
No, continue.
No. Yeah, after that, it was just we just couldn't try again because the cat was out of the bag. But that was funny. That was really funny.
I have it where
the first time you told me that, I couldn't contain myself when you said that. I was just thinking, you crap. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
I've had it with my brother recently, where we're 2 years apart, but for some reason people think we look like identical twins. It's quite funny in that there was once where this whole group, we were just in a classroom, just at break or lunch or something like that, and then they all moved to a different class, and then they saw my brother outside the classroom, and they thought it was me. They were like, "Oh, how's Gary?" They were like, "Oh, how's Gary?"
Could be worse. me and my family were out the other day, and someone thought my sister was my girlfriend. I was like, no, definitely not. It's my sister.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on.
Look,
You
they
think
were
I
just
am?
like, they were like, oh yeah, how did Garrett get over there that quickly? And then I walked in the door of that. What?
Insane.
Oh dear. Hey, we might as well enjoy ourselves. It's been a year since we've both been on. Since we've all been talking together, it's been a long time. And then things have obviously changed since then. In the meantime, let's crack on then. As we were talking about the relegation scrap, obviously well done to Nottingham Forest and Everton, despite all the points deductions. They just about survived relegation. Do you see them both surviving next season, Mind?
I see Forest doing it. I don't see Everton doing it.
Do you think?
Nope.
Well, I said this season when Everton go down, they didn't. I said it the other season because they've survived relegation 3 seasons on the bounce now. So surely one of these days it's going to happen, isn't it? Because Sunderland back in the day were surviving like 3 or 4 seasons on the bounce, and then they got relegated, then relegated again. So they had back-to-back relegations, which was brilliant for me as a Borough fan. Fully enjoyed it. But they came back up and, they're in the Championship now, so anything can happen. But do you see both of them doing it or just one next season? I mean, Liam doesn't think Everton will do it, but Forest might.
I think Everton will go down. I think Forest will survive.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said. I said Liam thinks Everton will, and what I meant, and Forest will survive.
Yeah,
that's what I said. I knew what I was on about. Anyways, carry on. What are you guys thinking then?
I think Forest are more in danger than Everton. I think Everton, they have the they have a bit of financial kind of, they have something about them where they just feel inevitable they'll just stay up. Whereas Forest, they could, but they have to improve quite a bit, and I'm not sure they'll be able to do that. But the teams coming up might just go back down again like they did this season, so you never know.
I don't know. Do you see? Look at the teams that went up. Ipswich, Leicester could be facing a points deduction. Apparently.
Yeah, so see you later.
Well, we said that about Everton, and look what happened.
But it'll be minus 10. I think, or whatever.
That's what Everton had originally, and then it got to minus 6 or something. So but they could easily claw that back. I mean, Jamie Vardy, if he stays on, he'll be hopefully for them having another party.
Yeah, Vardy is staying on.
Ipswich being up's an interesting one, I must say. But they did really well in the Championship, didn't they? But I don't see them staying up personally.
No, I don't either. So
I don't see them staying up personally.
Because
but it depends who they get in, though.
Because I think they'll do well at home. I don't think they'll do anything away from them, no.
Just like United.
Because they get beat at Old Trafford. They get beat at the Amex. So there's 2.
Yep.
At the Amex? Portman Ward.
Brighton, when they play Brighton away, you melt.
You literally said, we'll beat. No, you literally said, we'll beat them at Old Trafford and we'll beat them at the Amex. You meant
no, I'm on about Ipswich when they play away from home.
That's not what you said before, but okay.
Yes, it was. You just need to clean your ears out.
Sorry, what did you say again? Whatever. Anyways,
Watch the stream back. Watch the stream back later, and you'll hear it.
Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, yes. Well, we haven't actually spoke about Brighton yet, have we? Brighton into European football last season. Played in the UEFA Europa League, I think it was. Got battered by Warmer in the knockout stages. But the European one was a good thing for you. But I think we said this as well last season that with you being in Europe, you won't be used to playing like Thursday, Saturday, Thursday, Sunday, etc. So we said, I think last season, you'll probably do okay in Europe, but you won't do very well in the Premier League. And in a way, that's exactly what's happened, really, hasn't it?
Well, I mean, the group stage, the first couple of games didn't go exactly to plan, but from there it was all up. With the last one, we beat Ajax twice, then we beat Athens away, and finally beat Marseille to top the group. And we were like, optimism was growing because we were in this round of 16, but obviously we went to Roma, and I spent a big chunk of money to watch us lose 4-0 over there. So I think that the overall vibe around Brighton fans at the moment is that, like, obviously we're disappointed with how the season went in the end because it's an 11th place finish and going out of the Europa League how we did. It wasn't really the fairy tale story in the end, but we all feel okay. We've got that uncertainty over who our new manager will be, though, and time will tell.
Oh yeah, because what's his face has gone now. I can't remember his name.
Dazzer.
Yeah, Dazzer. Yeah. There was talks of him potentially being United or Liverpool manager, but I don't think that was going to happen. To be honest with you, I don't know where I don't actually know what's going to happen. I don't know who you're going to get in. It's because who's like. Have you seen any rumours about who the next manager could be?
Yeah. So currently, there's. It looks like it's going to happen. I should probably turn. There we are. There's talks about Fabian Herzler. He manages St. Pauli at the moment, and he'll be the youngest St. Pauli League manager if we get him. But Fabrizio Romano's confirmed it. Quite a few Brighton sources have as well. But it looks like it's going to happen. I'm not too sure. Maybe the lack of experience could shoot us in the foot a bit, but I don't know. It's a strange one. I think we're quite optimistic with the manager, though. At the same time, we think he's a good prospect. I think I'll leave it at that.
It's a risk you take, though. I mean, it is always a risk going for a young
Well,
manager
there's,
that doesn't have experience in the English leagues.
Whichever manager you get in, Garrick, just don't win at Old Trafford. Thanks.
Yeah, we've been quite good there recently. The only 2 times I've gone there has been the last season, the season before, and we won both of them. So maybe I should keep going there.
That's because we're lousy, to be honest with you. Does Garrick think Hinshelwood should be given a manager's job?
And you always scam us at the Amex as well.
Well, that was because of the handball pen, which we don't talk about. That wasn't the case this season, though.
Well, it's weird how football goes in cycles. We had that whole thing in the COVID year where you got a penalty after the game had ended, but then a couple seasons later, at the very end of the season, we beat you 1-0 with that last-minute McAllister penalty, and it looked like the ref had blew up. But VAR was there to give a penalty that time at the very end as well. So, just all runs in cycles.
Yeah, well, I suppose for Brighton, it was probably bittersweet revenge for the COVID year. But it didn't really do any. It didn't really help us. It shut. I think it knackered us up a little bit with regards to. I think we were still chasing like top 4 etc. at that point, so that didn't work well. So let's have a look at this manager, Fabian Herzler, youngest ever Premier League manager potentially, age of 31. Guided St. Pauli to the Bundesliga title last season. And battered that they battered that league as well, which was something. I mean, I've got to say, St. Pauli were brilliant. But if he does join Brighton North Albion, I think it's certainly an interesting one. But I think again, it's all going to be down to sort of how it goes. I think it's the same with any manager. You've got to give them time, especially going for an inexperienced manager is always a bit of a risk. But I mean, how many clubs have done that before? Borough did that with Michael Carrick, and that's not done too badly, I suppose. We got playoffs last season, then probably should have got playoffs this season, but we messed up in the first 7 matches. I think it's all about giving. I mean, it's not like giving inexperienced managers a go, but it's not always going to work out. It could be all doom and gloom. Didn't work out that way with the likes of Frank Lampard, Michael Carrick, Vincent Kompany, obviously, being in charge of Burnley. Didn't work out in the Premier League, but worked out in the Championship. So, I think it's a case of give it a go, give him a couple of months, see what he can do, and if things don't work out, then that's when you have to sort of make a decision. But I think what I say is with inexperienced managers, just give them time.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think we all trust what Tony's doing and his algorithms and his methods. As well as Paul Barbie, we got to give him credit and all. The recruitment team, everyone like that. We trust them that. We trust that they're doing the right thing and that it's not a rash appointment. We all believe, it's thought through and they know what they're doing. But time will tell, really. We just obviously hope to get up to Europe again or, win a trophy at some point in our time. Because if we go into, this is the most likely time we can do it.
I think it's it's not often that managers get given time as well in modern football. So I feel like Brighton and other clubs sort of similar, are a bit of an outlier. They're sort of most of the time it's if you're not successful in the first year, you're gone. You look at top teams now, or even it doesn't have to be top teams. But,
unless you're Watford, who sack everyone every 4 months.
Oh yeah, I mean going to Watford is just sort of just for the payoff, isn't it? Really.
Just I'll have the money after 4 months. Cheese, mate.
Exactly. Yeah. Take the redundancy.
On the plus side, I think on the plus side for him though is, I know it's not good I know it won't be good for Brighton financially, but he hasn't got a European competition to worry about. So you don't have to be playing Thursday, Sunday. So it means he's got more time with the squad to prepare for the Saturday games, and then also. He'll also, if he comes in now, he's got a full pre-season ahead of him, and also the start of the Premier League season. If you bring a manager in sort of towards the end of pre-season, you've literally got 1-2 games at the most to get your squad ready before the first game season. The fact he's going to have a full pre-season and he doesn't have a European competition to worry about, all he'd have to worry about is the midweek Carabao Cup game and the FA Cup games which are on a weekend. Other than that, he's got really nothing else to worry about. He'll have more time to spend with his team than De Zerbi did this year. He'll have a full pre-season. I reckon he'll do okay. But again, it's all down to whether the players whether the players suit his style of play, and it's all down to that. Really, I think there's a lot of other things that sort of you could sort of take into account as well that obviously I haven't mentioned because I haven't got all night to go through it all. So there you go.
Yeah, I think that it looks like it will be confirmed in the next couple of days, but I sort of think if it's not confirmed in the next couple of days, we are going to be in that position where we don't confirm it until after the Euros are taking place, which could, hamper our pre-season plans and, set us back a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh. What on earth?
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know if ever that was his camera or my laptop that was just messing up there. That was my laptop that messed up. Okay. Try and get rid of... No. Sorry, my laptop's been slow today for some daft reason. It's one of them off days. It's because it's a Monday. That's right. Doesn't like Mondays. Who does? Tom Cleverley, new Watford manager. Eric at Borough. Rooney at Plymouth. United taking over the Championship. Mark Robbins, ex-United at Coventry City. Ollie and Wood van Nistelrooy both linked with the Burnley job. Do Burnley want to go back up? Because I don't think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer would be that good. I mean, he didn't do very well with Cardiff, and then with United, he did okay as the interim manager, and then as soon as he got the actual manager role, it was, went pear-shaped from there. Speaking of United, though, let's talk about the season for us. Probably what you'd class as a typical United season, having some good results and then playing against teams low in the table that we should be, no disrespect to the teams down there, but we should be battering teams, in the bottom half. And we haven't been doing that. We've been struggling in games that we probably on paper shouldn't be struggling in. But then when we've come up against teams like Manchester City, we've actually got results from. So it's been it's been what I call a typical United season where we scrape Europe, only because of the FA Cup final, but we just about scrape Europe in the end. We have I think we've had the worst defensive injury crisis I think we've had for a long time. I think I remember Harvey saying we've had about 32 different defensive partnerships, which isn't ideal. Hey?
I said yes. I know.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, it's something like 32, he said. But having to change the defence all the time because of injuries didn't really help us. I think the injury crisis we had knackered us. I mean, there was times where we were having to play... I think there's been a few times this season where a lot of the things have gone wrong, but I think, to be honest, to get ourselves just only by the FA Cup final into Europe, I think we've got to say that it's actually been somewhat successful because we weren't expected. We weren't expected to get a title.
It felt kind of like inevitable, like with after how bad the season we've had, that we're just gonna win the FA Cup just because it's just weird to win the FA Cup, but it's just about par for us that we spent the whole season. Yeah, literally, the game you least expect to win would win, pretty much.
But the thing is, this happened in 2016 as well. We won the FA Cup after having a poor season with Louis van Gaal. So sort of history repeated 8 years later.
Do we equal Banter Club's record next season for the FA Cup if we win it?
How many times have we won it now?
Is it 13? 14?
If we win it again, then I think that's their
14.
14. So pretty sure that was our 12th or 13th.
I think Arsenal
that was our 13th.
I think Arsenal have 14. So you might be right, Liam, actually.
If we win it again, we win it before Arsenal, then we level their 14 record then.
Yes.
It's been a really clear season, but I think in fairness, the injury crisis we had in the second half of the season, especially, it didn't help. And then Erik ten Hag is left with no option but to play players in the wrong position. Have Bruno Fernandes as a false 9, play a lot of the youngsters, and then when we're not getting results, people are criticising him. Well, I haven't said Erik ten Hag out at all this season because the people that say Erik ten Hag out are what I call thick, and they don't realise that you can't go at the manager for some of the substitutions when he's got literally no options at all. because our club barely buy players. We didn't. I don't think we signed anyone in January when we needed signings. We had barely any players, and we were having to rely on youth players. You can't go at Eric Ten Hag for making subs like that when there's no options. What's he meant to do?
I mean,
Yeah.
from a new
I
perspective,
just don't understand some of the fan base at the minute.
I mean, like I watched obviously the FA Cup final and United. I mean, it was maybe a rare occurrence, but they were actually really good, and it was like the
Best performance we had all season.
yeah. I mean, the article came out that Ten Hag was going to be sacked after the final, no matter what, and it was like, doesn't really make sense. You've just won the FA Cup, and you're just going to dismiss him. So, well, they haven't so
Well,
far.
we did that with Louis van Gaal.
Yeah, I remember that. It was like he wasn't even that bad. I remember you qualified for Europa League and won the FA Cup, but that still wasn't good enough, apparently.
And Chelsea are now
I
in
thought
the Conference League, and if Chelsea don't win that, they're embarrassing.
Not necessarily.
Probably about
There's some difficult
They
clubs
are.
in there.
They've got to progress.
There's some difficult. There'll be some difficult clubs in that, to be honest. But also they've changed. They've changed it. Thank you. They've changed the format for the entire European campaign now. So they've changed it from 8 groups of 4 to now, I think, a 36-team league format or something like that.
Yeah.
Where all the teams like 8 games or something, and the top 8 go into the knockouts.
Yeah, something
9 to 17th or something. So the next 8 go into. No, is it the next 8 or is it the next 16 teams go into playoffs or something to join the others in around the 16, and the other 8 go down. It's very, very queer. So it's like top 8 goes through, then the next 16 teams play in playoffs, and then you've got the bottom 8 that say Tutty Boggle. You know, it's such a strange layout, isn't it? But I suppose once the actual campaign starts and we sort of get used to it, then it'll be.
But I feel like why did they have to fiddle with it though? Like I feel like it was good the way it was. I don't know why they had to change it.
Yeah,
You know why? Because it's so they can add more teams in. Because they only had 32 teams, I believe. There was only 32. Yeah, there was only 32 teams.
I felt that was good though. Like, I felt like that.
Yeah, there was only
worked.
32 teams in Champions League, and you know why they're doing it? They're adding more teams for money.
Yeah.
More money for the UEFA, isn't it? Yes. More teams equals more money. Yes. As long as they're getting a paycheck next week, they couldn't care less. So there you go. Exactly what I've just said. There you go. More teams, more money.
Yeah.
More rigged games.
I mean, I don't know what your views are.
More crap referees.
I don't know what your views are on like the domestic cup, but I feel like they should be valued more. I mean, it's easy to say this when like I guess Brighton fans would value the cup a bit more than any teams playing in European cups quite often, but losing the replays and things like that, I just feel like it's diminishing the cup, and I think that's what's a bit of a shame because it's leaving out more teams for the few, like this expansion of Champions League, Europa League. I don't think the conference has been expanded, but yeah, it's still disappointing.
So all 3 are the same, aren't they now, Liam? Is that not what Harvey told us?
Yes, I think they're all the same now.
I think all 3 of them are now league format. The only thing is if you get knocked out of the Champions League, you do not go down to the Europa League. You don't have Europa League or Conference League. You don't have teams coming down into those divisions. So whichever league you win, you're staying in. If you get knocked out, then see you later. Simple as that. So I think it's balmy. But on the plus side, for teams that maybe don't normally get Europe, they can they can get themselves into Europe by them doing this, but it'll benefit more teams and it'll also benefit UEFA because it'll mean more money for them. But I think it's ludicrous. Why change it now? And then they're also changing the World Cup 2026 to, I think, 48 teams.
Yeah.
Something stupid as well. So, but that's FIFA. That's not UEFA. But I don't know why they bother changing these competitions. Just keep them as they are. You know, everyone knows how to work. And then if you start messing around with them, everyone's like, well, now what's going on? It's just a bit balmy, isn't it? As long as the Premier League don't start messing around with the bloody with the way it works, and happy days. But they already have messed around. So it's now I think the top 7 or something now that go. So it's now the top 7 that go into Europe. Because a few seasons ago it was top 4 and then 5th place for the Europa League, and then obviously they hadn't. There was no conference at the time, so more teams were missing out. And then they introduced the conference, more teams have got into it. But it's spammy. Just leave the formats alone. It's a lot easier to understand. Put it that way. We all know how it works. And then they're messing around with it. It's spammy.
The worst one for a terrible format, and we could probably talk about this one all day, is the Nations League. Like, why? It's so complicated, and I just heard today actually that it's being changed a little bit again, but it's being changed to an even more complicated format where different playoff games are played in different months of the year. There's now a quarter final for like the League A runners-up or something. You probably don't understand a word I'm saying, but that's my point. That is exactly my point.
I do understand what you're saying because you're not speaking French.
I'm just saying it's too hard to understand that.
You might as well be from where Brighton is. You can see France on the other side. So
I think we can. I don't know. I think so. Anyway,
I think I did when I was on Brighton Beach.
Oh, could you? I don't know.
Unless that was maybe Jersey or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't see. Couldn't work out. I didn't have binoculars or anything with me. England lost to Australia yesterday in the ICC Cricket World Cup. Thanks, I'll sleep better.
Cheers. Thanks, Tom.
I don't take any notice of cricket, I'm afraid. See, cricket jokes are good, but then if you tell too many, you get stumped. So.
Oh, wow.
Well, I didn't bat an eyelid, so there we go.
There's only one animal that actually likes crickets, and that's bats.
Bats, yeah.
I get worse.
Moving on.
Get worse. I've only been on 48 minutes and I'm already telling jokes, so there you go. That's been what I think. But I think we'll sort of wrap up the Premier League conversation. So I mean, we've been talking off topic for a bit, but I think we were still talking. We were still talking about United, and I didn't get to the other guys' thoughts.
We just got to a different sport.
Oh yeah.
What for Liam and Owen? What were your overall thoughts for United? Just typical United season.
I think it was a poor season, saved a bit by the FA Cup, to be honest. But
just like 8 years ago.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. I mean, if we hadn't won the FA Cup, we wouldn't even be in Europe, full stop.
No.
So to actually win the FA Cup against City as well, probably kind of made it a little bit better season. It was a decent end to the season, but overall our performances were just bad. You know, just not a great. It wasn't a great watch. It just
Right. Just for the doctor in the chat, Liam's at the bottom right. He's my co-host for Double Trouble Darts, and he's the guy who's always on the phone when we do the live streams. So, you know, when the England stream the other day, you heard someone in the background on the phone. That was Liam. So that's who it is.
Yeah.
I'm able to watch the international today. Hello from Bulgaria. Where are you exactly? You in Sofia or Plovdiv, is that what it's called? Something like that. I can't remember what it's called anyway. Anyways, let's carry on anyway. But yeah, that's Liam. Liam's the bottom right. That's the guy who tends to be on the streams on the phone. So if you don't know, Sunny Beach. Ah, right. So it's somewhere with a sunny beach then. Oh wait, that's what it's called, isn't it? Sunny Beach. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Yeah, that's what it's called, Sunny Beach. It's in Bulgaria. So there you go. Heading out now. Just came to say hi. Well, you said hi, so I'm going to say bye instead. Hi, bye. Bye, pinned. Enjoy your holes. Who's going to win Euro 24? Yeah, let's crack on with the Euro 24 in a moment. But let's have a quick thought on the overall season. I think this season's had too much VAR controversy. I want VAR scrapped. The title race, I think, has been very entertaining. The European race, the top 4 race, European race, etc., I think has been pretty interesting. Aston Villa getting into a top 4, by the way, was superb. United winning the FA Cup, getting into Europe. Probably lucky, people might call it, but we deserved it in that final. So brilliant.
Just a masterclass.
Relegation scrap again, very entertaining. Just unfortunately, we saw the 3 teams that went up go straight back down. Good. And well done to Everton and Forest for surviving with the points deductions, etc. I think overall, from my point of view, I think the Premier League as a whole this season, I think it's been a very entertaining season in all departments. We've seen some really good games. We've seen some amazing goals. Obviously, Garnacho getting that goal this season at Everton. You know, we've seen Cole Palmer, I think, get the golden boot. Did he get the golden boot ahead of Haaland, or did he level it? I think?
No.
I can't remember. No, did he level it?
Can't remember.
I can't quite remember now, actually. It was a while ago, actually. And I've slept since then. So.
Well done.
Oh, no, Erling Haaland did get it in the end with 27 goals. Oh, pretty good going, isn't it? It's been a good season, I think, overall. What do you guys think?
I think I guess it was an entertaining season, at least at the top of the league. I think near the end, it just started to wind down where it was sort of like where it could have been an entertaining end. It suddenly wasn't. Like we saw Liverpool drop out of the title race. The relegation zone was done and dusted by the final day. So it started to all dry up a bit, but I think definitely entertaining. I hope the Euros will also be entertaining. I mean, I take it we're all looking forward to that.
The group stage.
Yeah.
Where we played against Iceland, goodness me. I've heard apparently just after that defeat to Iceland, we've now got a friendly against Tesco.
Asda midweek.
And then we've got Asda away from home. Yeah. I've been waiting Aldi to say that, to be honest. Just a question for Owen, by the way. Have you just moved into a new house because your bedroom's full of boxes?
No, this isn't my bedroom. So this is my garage. Well, not garage. It used to be a garage. It's just we call it the playroom, but it's just where we just keep random shit. To be honest, I think, yeah, it's just literally just boxes of like that's a PlayStation. What's that? No, sorry, that's a turntable. I thought it was a PlayStation. That's a turntable.
That's a box, mate.
Yes, it's a box. It's a box. I've been on Rich's streams before, and that Bonio box gets mentioned a lot, and it doesn't have whatever it says it's meant to have. I don't know if it's from there. I don't know what's meant to be in it, but it's just random collection of anything. To be honest, but no, I'm not in. Luckily, I'm not in my room.
It's a box.
It is a box. It is a box. Above anything is a box. But it's
not sort of boxed in at the minute, are you?
No. I tell you what, I reckon the box would give me a good fight. To be fair, but no, luckily this is not my room. So yeah, it's good.
All right, fair enough. Then I suppose you'd be good at boxing.
Yeah, potentially with the amount of boxes behind me.
Aye, and if you don't know, and by the way, for anyone who doesn't know anything about boxing jokes, the thing at the end is called the punchline.
But
Well, I know.
I mean, that's
I
a
watch
joke,
boxing.
and also a genuine fact. So there you go. Do you
I
guys
watch
know
boxing,
the
so there
name
we go.
Sunil Chetri? Yeah, he's got that 97 weighted card or something on FIFA, which I haven't done because he doesn't fit in my team, and he's a striker.
Same.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
with
I was
me,
about
Fred,
to say,
but it's
I
a
was
good card
about to
though.
say, I was thinking it would be one of those things where you get caught out, like someone's put some troll player that doesn't actually exist, just to get you to say something.
No. It's that's a genuine name, mate. He's got a 97 weighted card or something on FIFA and SBCs.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, that's fine.
It's not like players. It's not like he's put in the chat. Have you heard of a player called Bend Over? You know, like I've had that before when I've been on the radio before once. Had someone try and do it to me on the radio once, and I said, "Just going to say hello to Ben from Dover." There you go. That's all I said about that. Yeah, I've had that many times. It's one of the oldest jokes on social media. You hear it every time. Oh, have you heard of this guy's called Ben Dover? Oh, goodness me, here we go again. Yes. I've heard about that. Yes. Apparently he played for
Anyway.
Dover. That's all I'd say. Anyways, let's have a quick talk about the Euros. He's just said here. So Doctor is a guy that tunes into every stream, by the way, from India, which is
wow,
which is absolutely amazing.
bit of a
So
time
I appreciate
difference.
him tuning in. I appreciate him tuning in, especially considering it's probably about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning over there. I don't actually know what the time. I don't actually know what time it is in India. Let's have a look. I don't think it'll be. Let's have a look. India. No, the good spelling. I put Infia. 1:30 apparently in the morning, and he's tuned into this. He tuned into the Iceland game as well, and that was about midnight over there. Sunil Chetri is the third highest goal scorer in the world, and he's from India. And apparently, it was an end of an era card he got given. So I assume he must be retiring or something. How old even is he? Chetri, footballer. How old is he? 1984. So he's only. So he's 40 then. Right, so he's 40 years old, but he's retired from international. He's retiring from international football. I see. So he's retired last week. Yeah, he's retiring from international football and probably football in general because he is 40 nearly. So you know, I mean that tends to be the sort of age 35 to 40s when people tend to retire. You know, these days, it's what you class as a football retirement age. That's where you get your pension next week. So, anyways, let's have a talk about the Euros. Euro 2024 starting off on Friday. I've got a few streams planned up for this week. Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland, and Serbia, England. I suppose the first question that came through from Doctor, and I'll scroll back up because there was a few other questions earlier in the stream. Actually, no, I'll tell you what, I'll go to Eugene's first because he was the first one. Thoughts on the upcoming Euros starting on Friday night? I think from an England perspective, I think the group is, well, same with the Euro 2020, is a very winnable group. However, I think, and I don't know what you guys think, I don't know which one you think will be the toughest, but for me, I reckon that first game against Serbia is going to be the hardest game just because of some of the talent that they've got in there. They've got some cracking players in that team. Mitrovic, Lukic, who's been decent for Fulham this season. Milinkovic-Savic, not as well as the goalkeeper. Milinkovic-Savic from
is most of their team
Lazio.
called Itches by any chance?
Any more Vitches?
Pictures,
Yeah, they do.
in their
Yeah.
team.
Well, I mean, I suppose Iceland's full of sons, so everyone for their team just ended in the name Sun.
I think
I think
I think Denmark.
Serbia's going to be the toughest game. Serbia for me is toughest game. I don't know what you think.
No, Denmark for me.
Yeah, I think Denmark for me. I mean, I saw like the Opta report come out the other day, and it was every team's chances of winning the Euros, and Denmark was surprisingly high. So I would go with them.
Are they only saying that because they got the semis last time?
I mean, yeah, quite possibly, but I guess they have reasonable players here and there. But that's why I'd say they are the hardest opponent.
Hey, I will say it'd be nice to see Christian Eriksen back playing in the Euros after what happened in 2021.
Yeah, it would be. Well, I take it he will be playing. So, it is phenomenal, his recovery. You get a lot of players that they have a heart attack and they have to pack it in. I mean, I don't know if you, but there was a player that Brighton were linked with. He signed a deal and we got a transfer fee agreed, contract agreed. Then he went for a medical. This player he was called Rafael Dwamena, failed the medical, but he kept playing even though he had a heart condition, and he died on the pitch. A few months. Yeah.
I will say another one that's had a brilliant recovery and is still playing is Tom Lockyer.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that two or three times I think it's happened, and he's never given up. He's still playing. He's just unbelievable determination. Another player will say another great story. I know he hasn't had heart attacks or anything, but Sebastian Haller was cleared of cancer, scored a winning goal for Cote d'Ivoire in the AFCON final, and then also got a standing ovation from literally every single stand, including the away stand at the Signal Iduna Park, when he came on to make his return from it. Unbelievable. And then he got him, and then also he played in the Champions League final in the same year. He has had some season, hasn't he?
I mean, if Tom Lockyer gets it.
Ivory Coast winning the AFCON January, February time, and then Champions League final in June.
If that happens to Tom Lockyer again, just retire from football, mate. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Tom Lockyer, I think a lot of Luton fans would probably say the same. I think Rob Edwards has said this as well. But Tom Lockyer is what we call a fighter. He won't.
Yeah, but if it happens again, just see you later, lad. Quit football.
I mean, I think. Well, I can sort of agree with that, but the thing is, he's one of those players that just won't give in. He won't give in. It's happened 3 times now, and he's just like, no, you're not beating me. I'm still playing whether you like it or not. It's unbelievable. Some of the stories that come out from players that have had different conditions and are still playing now, and what they've done in the last couple of years, it's unbelievable. But that Christian Eriksen one is probably the most memorable, really. Because there was talks about him probably never being able to play football again. Then he joined Manchester United, getting game time there, and now he's going to feature in Euro 2024. So it'll be it's been quite a tough but extraordinary couple of years for a lot of the players that we mentioned these days. But well done to them for not giving up and carrying on. That's all I say. You got to credit them for keeping going. What was the other question? The other question was actually from Doctor, and he was saying who's going to win the Euros. Now, I had this discussion on Friday with was it Friday, Liam? The Iceland game.
Yeah, I think it was Friday. Yes.
Yeah, Friday. I had this discussion on Friday at half-time with my dad and with Liam on the stream, and we were talking about Euro 2024, how England will do. First off, before we get to that question, I reckon England get probably semi-finals. I don't know where you guys see us finishing.
I think we'll get beat in the semis.
See, that's the thing. I don't think getting to the final this time.
No,
Depends what our route is.
I have that sort of. I always like. I'm optimistic. I always have that sort of like thing where I'll be like sort of level-headed, and then when the tournament starts, be like, yeah, we can win it. Why not? Sort of thing. Why not? Like, I think that's just, as an England fan, that's just what happens. Like, you kind of just you get that feeling where you're like, oh yeah, like you win, like you probably just win like a throw-in. You're like, yeah, that's it. We're gonna do it. Like it's one of those things. So it's like. I think we have like obviously the talent, but it's whether we can sort of get over the line,
Yeah.
And we've left some big players out, so we'll see.
I know I'm surprised James Madison didn't get in.
Yeah,
personally, but
I suppose that shows how much talent we have, though, in a way.
Yeah.
Well, we do have a talented squad. It's just a shame that bloody play pass round the back on the pitch.
Yeah.
But that's, I think, our Southgate style of play. Being a former Bother player, Bother's been possession-based for years.
Yeah.
I think what I will say is, before I give my prediction is, I've never predicted England to win any of the tournaments that I've watched. But I think I am this time. Obviously, I'm not saying it will, but I just think this is the strongest team I have ever seen us have. I mean, it just is. I mean, we talk about how Grealish, Maddison, Rashford, all of these star players which were left out, and it's just because we've got that much talent. We've got so much depth. The only area maybe where we're lacking a little bit is the centre back area on the pitch, but really, it's I think it looks bright on paper. We are probably, I think I'm right in saying we are probably the best team in Europe on paper. France, just behind us. We are the favourites, by the way, according to that supercomputer as well. So, but I've never predicted that.
I don't know why England are favourites. We were favourites for the World Cup.
Yeah, I don't think that was right. There were better teams than us. I think I went with Brazil that time, and it ended up being Argentina. I'm trying to remember. I'm not too sure.
I think Brazil had a bit of a shocker in that tournament.
Yeah, I think I went with them to win it, and they just completely failed with it. In fact, I've got it up here. They lost to Croatia. I've got a walkout right next to me. Yeah, lost to Croatia, so not great.
Wow.
Well, fair enough. So Garrick thinks we might do it. Owen thinks we might do it.
Yeah, I think we might. I think it's kind of now or never a little bit.
Well, it is in a way, isn't it? I mean, me and Liam think semis. What I will say, though, is I've seen people online say, no, Germany will probably do well. But I will say this now, Germany will definitely not win the Euros because the last team to win as a host nation was France in 1984. So, yeah, long time. So no host nation has won the tournament in 20 years. I'm trying to remember. 1984 was when it's when France won it. But I can't remember who. I remember seeing it ages ago. And I can't remember who it was that actually scored. 19. No, not 1884. Would
that be like Platini and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think it was Platin, etc. 1984 final, which was held at the Parc des Princes. And France beat Spain. Oh, I bet that went down well. Because that's their rivals in a way, literally next door to each other. So let's have a look here. Now, England. Oh, that's just France and Spain's route.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I will add.
So Platini scored and Bellone, and this was the squad that France had in that time, and I don't recognise half of these players actually. They had, I think the only one I do recognise is probably Platini. I don't recognise any of the other players actually. Yvonne Leroux. He got sent off. He got sent off. Yeah. Jean-Francois de Mergu. I mean, I don't know how many of these players are still around, actually. I don't know any of these players. But I think the only one we do know, really, is Platini, because he was, I think, the top scorer in that tournament. But I'm looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to doing the streams. Should be good. Like I say, starting off with the Deutsch taking on Scotland, or as people are calling it, Bratwurst versus Haggis. And I won't be lenient on Scotland because I can't stand them. So fingers crossed Germany batter them. In the meantime, then, obviously, don't forget, I will be doing Euro streams, so you can drop us a subscription, so you can, I say subscription, it's free anyway. People hear the word subscribe or subscription, they think they have to pay for it. No, it's completely free. I don't charge.
Yeah, I do hope you. I do hope you batter Scotland. That'd be great.
So do I.
I think what I will add is just about this England squad is that I think when my dad was telling me this, that the last time we felt the list in terms of our squad being like the best around was like 2006, 2004, that sort of era.
2006, 2004, you're going back in time.
Yeah, well, this is what my dad was saying, that he was comparing the squad this year to then, and that team was predicted to win it all, and obviously, it ended up being average, being the quarters, but that's the sort of level we're at.
Yeah. Let me get this one up. Right. Anyways, looking forward to the Euros. I think it's going to be good. Hopefully, we can get past the group stage and we carry on from there. And if any of you boys want to, join me for any of the Euro games, then feel free. I'll let you know that the schedule at the moment is Germany, Scotland, Hungary, Switzerland on Saturday, and then Serbia, England on Sunday. But if you want to join me for any of them, I'll let you know which games I'm doing. Realistically, England, Germany games are 100%, but with regards to other games, I'm not 100% certain yet. Because I know my mother joined me on that Spain semi-final.
Yeah, I remember that. I do remember.
It was actually quite funny.
I remember I was sat here, it was on the TV over there. I do remember that now.
And then I think you wanted Spain to England. I went, "Oh, it's in! Come on!"
Yeah. No, I think because I thought that I'd prefer I'd prefer England to have played Spain. That's what I was thinking. I was like, I think Spain weren't as good as Italy, so I was like, if Spain go through, then I think we had a better chance. So
I reckon we would have beat Spain. We would have beat Spain.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, because Spain are normally decent in Euro finals. That would have been their first final since 2012, actually.
Good old omelets, yeah.
When they won 4-0 against it, there was something like 4-0 something they won against Italy, and that was, I think,
2012.
I think that was in Kiev. I'm not sure where it was. I know it was Ukraine/Poland. Euro 2028 is going to be hosted in the UK and Ireland, and then World Cup 2030 is going to be held in 3 different continents. There's going to be, I think, Spain and Portugal for Europe. You got Morocco, and then you got like some Argentina, Chile, etc. Something stupid.
Where's the Euros held in 32? 2032.
Italy.
Don't think
In Turkey.
Oh, isn't it going to be Turkey?
Yeah, Turkey and Italy.
Euro 32.
And how many hours is Turkey?
I think they're both like an hour ahead. Euro for 2032 is going to be hosted in Italy and Turkey June to July. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
So, Euro 2032, Italy, Turkey. Well, I know Italy is an hour ahead.
I'll have a pizza, please.
My mate has been to Italy. Turkey. Oh, Turkey's 2 hours ahead, I beg your pardon.
Oh, great.
That's going to be weird,
It's not gonna
like how they timings.
What would you rather? What would you rather have it in Qatar?
No.
Miles ahead of us in the bloody timing, or South Korea and Japan like in 2002, and they're like 8 to 9 hours ahead.
I mean, I
What
don't
would you
know if
rather?
you've heard about the kickoff times when the World Cup is in the USA. Well, in 2026.
Yeah, some of them could be midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me check
Not
what the
fine for me.
86 one.
Isn't that good for me? But there you go.
I'm just going to check quickly what the kickoff times were before, because my dad was telling me about this. So back in 1986, he remembers watching, that World Cup, and he was saying games were like 1 o'clock in the morning or 11 o'clock or something like that. So that's going to be a really weird World Cup if it actually is the case.
It's going to be tough for me because I don't stream that late because I don't think my dad would allow that.
Yeah.
So,
You'll be watching it though.
Yeah,
You can watch it with me.
well, but I wouldn't be streaming it. I wouldn't be streaming it if they're kicking off at that time. So it just wouldn't go down. It wouldn't go down very well with the It wouldn't go down very well with the household and the next door neighbours because the next door neighbours have all got young kids as well. So that wouldn't go down very well. Anyways, let's get on with the 1 or 2 the quiz. It's up to you if you stay on, Garrick, or not, because you said you needed to disappear.
Yeah, I probably need to go now. So
It's up to you if you stay on or not.
yeah,
If not, then that's fine. It's
yeah,
up
I'll
to
probably
you,
call it a day. Yeah. I'll call it a day.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously,
No worries.
yeah.
Well, enjoy the viewers. Thanks very much
Yeah.
for coming on. Great to have you back on after probably about a year. But good. Hopefully, we'll speak to each other fairly soon, not next year. But best of luck for your exams, by the way, as well, because I know you said you got exams coming up tomorrow. So good luck with them.
Yeah.
And
That's sort of why I want to go.
Let me know how to go. Let me know how to go.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously busy day tomorrow, but I'll probably come on at some point during the Euros, probably a neutral game or something like that. But
Yeah,
we'll
no.
see how it goes.
I'm doing, because I won't be doing all of them, so I'm not going to be available for every single game. So.
Yeah, makes sense.
You're not
Yeah,
Mark
cool.
Goldbridge.
Thank God.
No. I'm not from Nottingham. And I don't have an Italian surname either. So there you go.
Yeah.
Brent
All right.
Dazzer.
Well, I hope to see you all soon. And
Hey, Eric.
bye for now.
Take
Cheers.
care of yourself. Bye.
Never.
Bye.
Bye.
Nice to hear you, Garrick, again. It's been probably about a year. I mean, it's been a year since I've seen you as well, to be honest, Sloan, and you don't look any different.
Oh, well, hopefully that's a compliment.
Right, let's get on with the quiz. I'm going to make this up. Oh, well done. I'll make it a bit bigger because I can. So how does this look? That's fine. Hopefully everyone can see this. We mind doing it out the doorbell? No, because I'm not doing that, mate. Thank you. Right. This is one of the quizzes. This is the this is on the Premier League website. This is the one that Liam hasn't seen. Eh? Why has Liam just gone by?
I said Premier League.
What Premier League?
Yeah.
That just sounded like I said bye.
I'm drinking Bono. Yeah. Well, I wish. Well, I feel like that's what was in that box, but it's obviously all gone.
So you went Premier League, or more like League as it has been this season.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to do the quiz now then, ladies and gentlemen. You can join in the chat. Now, I haven't seen any of the questions, neither the lads, so let's have a look. Question number 1 then. Which of these players was not signed by a Premier League club in the summer 2023 transfer window?
Supposedly
Tonali was Newcastle.
Barkley
Tonali was signed by Liverpool.
Szoboszlai was
Szoboszlai was signed by.
It's either
Szoboszlai was.
it's either Ross Barkley or Kivior, because
I
I'm
think
pretty
it's-
sure did one of them not join? Didn't one of them join in January?
Well,
Ross Barkley
hasn't
joined.
Tonali's been banned all season, hasn't he?
Yeah,
So
but he was
betting.
already at Newcastle, though.
Yeah, so wouldn't it be
but-
him?
No, Szoboszlai joined Liverpool and Barkley joined.
Aston Villa.
Barkley joined
Luton. That's it. He's gonna
Luton, yeah.
join Villa. Yeah.
So it's
But
Cabal.
Kivior's obviously
Kivior went to Arsenal, didn't he?
Kivior's at
Cabal.
Arsenal. So we're looking at one of these.
I think because I think Newcastle signed Tonali in
'Cause I'm sure they had Tonali.
not
No.
this summer's transfer window, last summer's transfer window. I think
I don't think Arsenal signed Cabal though, because Tonali signed for Newcastle. Because I remember that, and
So we're
I
looking at
remember
Kivior.
because I remember Szoboszlai joining Liverpool, and I remember Barkley joining Luton. Because Barkley
So
played
we're
against
looking-
United.
Yeah.
So we're looking at Kivior then.
Yeah.
So we'll go with that. Okay, we don't find out till the end.
Oh, great.
I hate these ones.
Yeah.
Which Premier League manager did not take charge of a new club this summer? Right, well, Ange Postecoglou had
Did
this
Spurs.
first
Spurs.
season, I'm pretty sure.
Poch
First
Chelsea.
season in charge, I think. Pochettino was Chelsea. Sean Dyche was
Everton.
Everton?
Yes.
Everton.
Iraola's Bournemouth, isn't it?
No, hang
Yeah.
on. Hang on. Didn't Sean Dyche join Everton second half of the season?
Oh, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
It should be Dyche then. Who's the daddy? Who scored the, oh God, who scored the first
Erling
Premier League goal
Haaland.
of the season? This is the sort of question I'd bloody
Yeah.
This is the sort of question I'd
Erling
said.
Erling
First Premier
Haaland.
League goal.
because
It's
Erling
either
Haaland.
Haaland or Saka. It won't have been. It won't have been Highland. Highland.
No,
Belly.
it's Haaland. It's Haaland because Burnley was on a Friday night.
Oh,
Against
nice.
City.
Well remembered.
Burnley City, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
makes sense. Which of these teams have Man United not lost to in the Premier League this season?
Wolves.
It was Wolves.
Yes.
Was it? Did we not beat?
Yes,
we
it was
lost to Spurs. We lost to
Oh, we lost to
Brighton.
Brighton, didn't we? Yeah.
Yeah, and we lost to Palace 4-0, didn't we?
We
So.
beat Wolves 4-3.
Ah,
Again, which team are forced to propose? Oh, that was a piece of piss.
Yeah, Luton, yeah.
Which of these defenders have scored this
scored.
season?
Saliba definitely has, surely.
Hang on. Which of these defenders have scored this season? Well, hasn't Saliba and John Stones scored this season?
Maybe
Yes.
John
Oh, maybe John
Stones
Stones
hasn't.
hasn't.
Thiago Silva has, though, hasn't he? Or
yes, he
something.
has. Yes, mate. Yes, he has. I think he has. From the top of my head.
Have they not worded this one correctly?
Do they mean not scored this season?
Which of these?
No, I think he
defenders have
scored.
not scored? Hmm.
But you can,
I know
if you
Saliba has scored.
Hmm.
I assume it meant hasn't scored, but someone's put a massive mistake here. Because
Yeah.
I'm sure these have all scored.
Yeah, they have. Yeah. So it must be.
Saliba's definitely scored because you've got him in fantasy
Yes.
and he scored before. John Stones has definitely scored.
Thiago still remember scoring because my uncle had him in fantasy. So there we go.
So it must be So
Yeah.
they've obviously done that one wrong. It must be Anderson. Who stuck both goals in Liverpool's 2-1 win
Darwin
against
Núñez.
Darwin
United?
Núñez.
Oh, it was Núñez. It was a last-minute
Yeah.
bobble. Who won the August Player of the Month award? Wasn't it Maddison?
That was James Madison. Move on.
Yeah, because 86 rated card we did.
Yeah, move on. Yeah.
That's where
Golden
FIFA
Month.
comes on it. Who won the Golden Month award in August, becoming the first player from his country to win a Premier
You
League?
feel it must be
monthly award?
Matoma then for
Oh,
Japan.
Matoma, wasn't it? Matoma,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Must, yeah, good
Mhm.
Japanese.
What's the highest scoring match this season with the most goals in total?
Sheffield United,
Man United
Newcastle.
Wolves. Right, well, Man United Wolves had
Seven.
seven.
Sheffield
sorry,
United,
that was,
Newcastle.
No, it wasn't.
Sheffield United, Newcastle.
That's United at
'Cause it-
home. Didn't
'cause
have that many. It'll be Sheffield United.
Newcastle won
They won
8-0.
8-0.
8-0,
It was
yeah.
8-0. Huh? Which players have not scored a hat trick this season? Right. Well, he has. I think he has.
Son, I think it's Son. I feel like Ollie Watkins has scored one.
No,
hasn't he?
because I think I remember someone scoring a hat trick. I can't remember who it was against.
Haaland is defo.
Yeah, 100%.
Get involved in the chat, by the way.
Ollie Watkins scored a hat trick because I got him in FPL.
On then.
Is Salah scored a hat trick?
I'm sure
Not that,
Salah
but
has scored
no.
a hat trick this season.
No.
Unless I'm bluffing.
He's not had like an amazing season, has he?
And again, I don't think. Yeah, I was going to say I don't think Salah's been outstanding.
Because I've had Salah most of the FPL season, apart from a couple of weeks, but I don't remember him scoring a hat trick because my points would have went up.
Well, we'll go
My
with him
points
then.
would have gone.
Some hard ones. Since the start of March, Villa have won 10 consecutive matches at Villa Park. Who's the most recent side? The most recent side they beat at home would have been.
It won't be Southampton, that's for sure.
No, they weren't in the league.
Yeah.
Brighton?
I think it might be Brighton. Because they beat.
Go with Brighton.
Yeah, Did they beat Chelsea? No, they didn't beat Chelsea, did they?
No.
I can't remember. Of these four teams, who have both scored and conceded the most goals? I'm surprised it's not United. This is hard.
It's
But definitely not Man. It's not Man City because Man City don't concede.
I think it's Luton because Luton had that style of play where they sort of.
Yeah, but Luton haven't scored loads.
I swear Brighton have conceded to quite a few.
It'll be either Brighton or Bournemouth. It's one of these.
Might be Brighton.
Oh, where's Garrick when you need him?
Yeah.
Come back to us, Garrick. No, sorry. See, I think it might be Brighton because they've scored and conceded loads. Harry Dottie's thinking that as well. We'll go with Brighton then. Which side's kept the most clean sheets so far with 4? Hang on, what?
Oh, so far? Oh, this quiz might be from halfway through the season.
No, it's not. When 23-24, when was this?
It was made on the 20-something of May.
Oh, that's the end of the season, isn't it?
Probably. Wait, I wouldn't go back if I was you because it'd take the quiz away.
Yeah.
I'd open the new tab, mate, and have a look.
Yeah, surely there's a team that's got more than 4 clean sheets.
Test your knowledge of the 1st of June, lads. So it was after the season. I don't know why it said so far.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe this quiz wasn't made on the 1st of June. It just got published on the 1st of June.
Maybe.
Oh, well. Which side have the most clean sheets with 4?
Spurs were quite good, weren't they?
No, not really, because
they're not that good defensively. West Ham, probably not with the season they've had.
I mean, not gonna lie, Owen. I had Pedro Porro in fantasy. Spurs kept conceding every single time, mate. So no, it's not Spurs.
As soon as he took him out, he got a clean sheet.
Probably, yeah.
I'll go Villa, to be fair, because Emery set them up defensively, didn't
he? Excuse me. You know, see, I think Villa. 3 players tied with the most assists this season with 5. Who is not amongst the trio?
Definitely not.
Right, well, these 2 defo. Between
Pedro Trippier would have a few.
I don't think Pedro Neto's got a lot of assists this season.
No, I don't think so.
Trippier might have done because of his set pieces.
Yeah, that's a shout.
Neto for me. I think Pedro Neto. It's like a bloody Premier League who wants to be a millionaire a bit here.
Phone a friend, 50-50.
Yeah, I think we'll ask the audience on this. Nah. For me, Pedro Neto, I think.
I'd go Pedro now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which 2 players joined second in the in the race for the
Yeah, this is obviously made a few before the end of the season, because The Golden Boot is a lot more than that.
Jesus and Salah, no. Ferguson, Haaland will get many assists, so no.
When have they made this? Because this was. Have a look at it. 1st of June, 2024. Oh. Oh. Right, I see what's happened. I've gone on the wrong quiz.
How do you know?
Because there's another one that's actually got questions from after the season.
Well done, Dipstick.
Well, there's 2 different quizzes here. Well, never mind. We'll carry on with this one anyway. Is there any point? No, I'll tell you what.
Yeah, might as well finish it.
Nah, never mind. We'll try the other one. We'll try the correct one this time. This one's the correct one.
Oh,
there we are.
Yeah, there we go.
What a dick.
That looks better.
Took me to find the one. I mean, I found the quiz. It was the wrong quiz. There must be 2 quizzes. One that's so far and one that. Div. Man City and Arsenal will try again. This is the correct one this time. A bit annoying. It took me 17 questions to realise. Man City and Arsenal had one of the most exciting title races ever.
That was decided by.
It was 2 points, wasn't it? No.
Because City won on the last day. The only way Arsenal could win is if City.
Arsenal have to win it.
points and
City have
Arsenal
to lose. I think it was like 1 or 2 points. Definitely it wasn't 3 points.
I think
Was it
2
2
points. Yeah, I think. Was it 1? Yeah, 2.
Okay.
Erling Haaland retained the capital. There you go. This is the right one. I told you the last one.
27.
How many Premier League goals did he get?
27.
Well, we already mentioned he had 27 goals. Yeah. Klopp set a Premier League record after Zakuni's 11 and 12 consecutive wins over which fellow manager? That'll be
12 consecutive.
Well, they got beat to Everton.
So it's someone.
They lost to Everton, so it's not him.
I think it's Thomas Frank. I can't remember the last time Brentford beat Liverpool at all.
Thomas the Tank Engine, yeah.
Who won the Playmaker Award for most Premier League assists? Was that not?
That was Ollie Watkins.
Was it?
Yes.
I'd have thought he'd have scored more than that.
I think it's Ollie Watkins. Yeah, go with him.
Which of these teams took the most points off Man City?
Arsenal beat them.
It'll have been Arsenal, probably.
Arsenal beat them and then drew with them?
Did Villa not get points off them?
No.
Wolves did.
Wolves, no, they did the other season. It'll be Arsenal. Must be
Arsenal. Yeah.
We'll fly through this one. How many permanent managers have left the Premier League club, including Burnley, since start of August 23? Oh, for goodness sake.
Okay,
oh, God. Right, well,
Sean
Dyche. Sean Dyche had joined. So Sean Dyche joined.
Roy Hodgson left Palace, didn't he? And retired.
He left. Sean Dyche joined Everton. I can't remember who was manager than before.
Obviously, does that count Dazzer? No.
Dazzer
at the end of the season? No, that doesn't count.
Since the start.
Since the start of the season.
Harry's saying lucky 7.
I actually don't know. Yeah, I actually don't know.
Hang on, wasn't there something about the most Premier League managers going? Because it was something like over 10. Was it over 10? I think it was 11, wasn't it? Something like that.
That'd be
It was
mad.
like over 10 different managers or something in the Premier League. I'm sure it was like 10, 11 or something. I'm sure it was something like this. So I think it's 11, but
We can go with 11. It's, I get the feeling it's either 9 or 11.
See, I think it may have been 11. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it's 7.
I don't think any of us know,
I
really.
think it's 11.
That's below.
It was Delors, wasn't it, with a cross?
Yeah, the cross.
Yes, I remember my reaction with the overhead kick.
Mm.
God. De Bruyne has 112 Premier League assists. Second most of all players. Whose tally of 111 did he overtake?
I feel like it was Ryan Giggs for some reason.
Yeah.
Did Ryan Giggs get that many? Lampard and Sescott got a lot. Could have been Giggs. Yeah.
Ryan Giggs, yeah.
If he was wearing glasses, he'd be called Geggs. He recorded top speed ever in the Premier League, clocking 37.38 kilometres an hour in the match against Brentford.
Well, it won't be Rico Henry because he plays for Brentford.
No, he plays for Brentford. well done, Prem.
Yeah.
I can't see it being Mickey van der Ven. He's not that quick.
Might be Elanga then.
Elanga's fat. Elanga's rapid.
Yeah.
Yeah, go with him.
How he thinks Van der Ven? He's not that quick, is he?
He's quick, but he's not 37 kilometres an hour.
Anthony Elanga's very quick. Well, if it's Van der Ven, then fair enough, Harry, but I don't think it is. I think it's him. 7 different men. Oh, he's pretty sure it is. Oh,
When the manager
7 different men
award.
Premier League manager award.
Was Arteta?
Who's the only one to win it more than once? It'll have been Guardiola won it, or Mikel Arteta.
I feel like Arteta might have won it three times. I don't know.
I'd go Baldy.
Baldy.
Yeah, it's a safe bet.
Doku assisted 4 goals in the 6-1 win for Bournemouth for City, becoming the 8th player to achieve that feat. Who was the previous one to do it in August 21? 4 assists.
Well, it's not going to be Cazorla because he wasn't playing.
I can't see it being Kane.
Hang
on, didn't Pogba get 4 assists or 5 assists?
Yeah, against Leeds, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, Pogba. I reckon.
Yeah, he got 4 assists in that Leeds game.
Which of these teams finished highest in the table? Bournemouth, Brighton.
Well, West Ham got in towards the top half, didn't they? Bournemouth and Brighton were both in the bottom half. Palace,
West Ham. West Ham finished about 10.
Didn't West Ham finish like 10th or 9th?
Then Brighton finished.
David Raya won the.
Harvey just sent us on the messenger chat, Liam. Oxford United facing an ongoing battle with Plymouth Argyle and Derby over retaining the winger Josh Murphy. So apparently Plymouth and Derby want Josh Murphy from Oxford.
That'd be good for us. Good for all that. David Raya.
Sorry, David Raya won the thingy. 13. How he thinks Pickford? Nearest challenge. Pickford got 13 clean sheets. Really?
It's not. It's definitely not Robert Sanchez.
It's definitely not Edison. I don't think.
No, so it might be Pickford then. How he thinks Pickford?
Let's go Pickford.
Go Pickford. James Madison, 6-3-4.
Who's Gareth Barry, wasn't it?
Yeah, but yeah,
yeah. Gareth Barry had the most. He had the most appearances, 630.
Barry Scott. Sorry, Gareth Barry. Yeah.
21 years and 14 days, who became the youngest player to score in 6 successive Premier League appearances.
I wanted to say Evan Ferguson, but it's Hoyland.
Hoyland.
I remember Evan Ferguson scored a few at the start.
Is Hoyland 21? Hoyland's not 21, is he? Oh, yeah, he is 21. He was born in February.
Rasmus Højlund.
Yeah, he's got he got 6. Yeah, he's got 6 games on the bounce, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is 21.
Who scored
Hang
the
on,
Premier
no.
League?
Hang on, this was 21-14. Oh yeah, but this was when he was. This is when he actually scored it. Who's got the Premier League?
Cole Palmer.
Cole Palmer,
wasn't it?
I don't even know. I can't even remember who that was with against, to be honest.
I mean,
Saliba was one of the only 2 outfield players to play every minute this season from Arsenal. Right, 1 or 2 outfield players in total this season.
ooh, I feel Kilman.
Well, has Martin Odegaard not played every game?
Nope.
It feels like they all have.
Nope, he didn't play in match week 8.
Kilman, Solanke. I don't think Kyle Walker. No,
I think Kilman. I've got because
Solanke
got
Kilman,
Solanke got benched in one of the games.
Who didn't score in the 8-0 win against Sheffield United? Well, Isaac scored. Pretty sure he scored.
Trippier.
Dan Burn scored.
I think Dan Burn did score, so I think it might be Trippier. I'm sure Isaac scored.
No, I'll go Trippier.
Go trip over rope.
I mean, but good spelling, Harry. He's trying to put Dan Burn. He's put Dern.
Who do these didn't receive 2 red cards?
Oh God! Right, well, Paulinho, I'm pretty sure has.
Yeah.
I think McBurney has.
Reece James, yes, I think so.
Basuma got sent off against Chelsea. No, was it Chelsea? No, who did he get sent off against? Might have been Chelsea. Well, I don't think he received 2 though.
McBurney barely plays, has he? I don't think has he barely played.
When he does play, he's a bit of a tearaway.
It's either Paulinho or McBurney, but I'm sure Paulinho's had reds. Harry thinks it's Paulinho. Oh, what do we do? Do we go with him?
I think Paulinho's been sent off.
I'd personally go with Basuma.
McBurney's got at least 200%, so it's not McBurney then. Reece James defo. I mean, he would know because he's a Chelsea fan. Basuma did. That's Paulinho then, isn't it?
Oh, did he? Okay, Paulinho. Go with him then.
Thank you, Harry. Who are the respective winners of the player and the young player of the season awards?
I think Foden won player of the season, didn't he?
Palmer and Phil Foden, wasn't it?
Yeah, because Foden won player of the season.
Palmer got the young player.
What do we get?
And we got...
Really?
Right.
We started well.
I bet we... Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe. So he's beaten Eddie Howe 12 times.
Yeah.
So it wasn't Thomas the Tank Engine. Sorry.
Oh, it was 9. Oh, I thought it was 10. Okay, well, I was wrong with that. De Bruyne, it was Cesc Fabregas, not Giggs.
I thought it was Giggs.
Giggs there. We got 3.
Oh, it was Mickey van der Ven.
Mickey van der Ven clocked 37 kilometres an hour.
Crikey. Oh, it was Postecoglou.
Really?
Kiss my backside.
He did do well for Spurs this season, to be fair. Oh, 14 was Ryan.
What? I was sure Gareth Barry had the appearances record.
Rigged.
I thought Gareth Barry took it off Giggs.
What Premier League appearances? No. English. What's the appearances? So James Milner, right? No, Gareth Barry, right? No, Gareth Barry has the most. We've misread it. So Gareth Barry does have the most. Well done. So Gareth Barry has the most appearances in Premier League history. But what we've done, I think we've misread the question because what it was asking for was, so James Milner has now got the second most. Whose total of 632 did he overtake this season? Ryan Giggs is the third highest on the Premier League appearances. Milner is the second one, and Barry's the top one. So it's in whose total of 632 did he overtake? Gareth Barry's got 653. So it was the question was who leapfrogged, basically who leapfrogged. So who did James Milner leapfrog into second? We've misread it there, so never mind. Yeah, Harry's saying that's wrong. It's not now that I've searched it up and realised.
We finished strongly though, 4 out of 4 in the last 4.
Yeah, that one we just sort of misinterpreted, I think. That one probably wouldn't have got. Certainly wouldn't have worked that one out. That one I had a feeling it wasn't Ryan Giggs, you know. I thought let's just go Giggsy because it's Premier, because it's England, because it's United. Oh, it was 9. You were right. Oh, you div. He was right. I mean, I don't think we'd have worked that out. I mean, I wasn't expecting Eddie Howe to have a bad record. 14 out of 20. Some of them that were 50-50s that we just cocked upon.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Now onto the Guardian one.
Do have one more lined up, and hopefully we get this done by midnight. It's 10 to 10 now.
So hopefully we go home.
You want to go home? You already at home, aren't you?
I am at home. Oh, look at that. Works out perfectly.
Right. Thanks those that have joined us. I know that there's not many that have joined us tonight. All 69 of you. Oh, dear. These sort of things are doing. I mean, I like doing these fun streams, but never get many views for them. That's the only problem. The only reason I got loads for the Boa one was because Isaiah Jones was on it. Well, I couldn't get the likes of Erling Haaland on tonight, I'm afraid. So, right, let's have a look. So, question number 1 here. Hang on, I need to
share screen.
Thank you. Today.
Hey.
9 men against 9 men.
Decided it took a while to do it, didn't it? No.
9 men.
Oh, go to 1 first.
That was. I remember that game. It was the Spurs game against Chelsea. Do you remember?
Let's have it like that because it doesn't really make a difference, does it? Oh, we can reveal the answer straight up. Which team played with 9 men against 9 men?
Spurs against Chelsea when Chelsea won 4-1.
Oh yeah.
But didn't Chelsea have 11 and Spurs have 9?
No, they had 11, then it went down to 9 men. I think both teams went down to 9 men.
Oh, fair enough.
No, sorry, no. So they played with 9 men. No,
against
they
9
played
men.
with 9 men, but have also played a game where the opposition's gone down to 9 men. But I can't remember.
In fact, that probably is Tottenham then.
So why did the Premier League call it Spurs and then Tottenham? And then this one's for Tottenham. Okay.
Because this isn't the Premier League, mate. It's the Guardian.
Guardian.
And I've called them Spurs, yeah? Spurs, mate.
God.
Spurs had 2 players sent off in the 4-1 defeat to Chelsea. They faced 9 men in a 2-1 victory against Liverpool. The game they won due to a 96-minute own goal. That's how sad. If you add up the number of points won by 3 promoted teams, you would reach the number of points won by which team? Well, it's not going to be Man City, is it?
No.
Let's be honest.
3 promoted teams for like.
It's either
It'll
Newcastle
be
or
one of the
Spurs.
top sides. Spurs or Newcastle for me.
I got Newcastle. I reckon it's about 50. Oh, Spurs.
Well done.
Well done.
This is where Liam's going to
Wow,
go.
that's a lot.
This is where Liam's going to go. And this is where Liam's going to go. Well done. Quarter teams were disappointing. Sheffield United won 16 points. That's like one of the second. That's like one of the lowest. Burnley picked up 24. Luton finished with a semi-respectable 26. It wasn't that good. Finished on 66 in total.
I thought Sheffield United would drag them down.
That's Newcastle. Move on.
Oh dear. 104 goals. I thought it was 101. It was 104.
That's Newcastle. Move on.
Which team scored 13 of them? That's a piece
Newcastle.
of piss because it was 8-0 and 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh, 5-1, I beg your pardon. 8-0 and 5-1. Who are the only team to not have a player sent off? Funny how United isn't on there.
Yeah.
It won't be Newcastle. Sure, they've had a red card. Luton have probably had a red card.
Brighton. Is it?
Could be Bournemouth for me. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, I don't remember.
Bournemouth,
You might be
Brighton.
right. I think Brighton, yeah. Same as Owen.
Yeah.
Luton.
Luton? What?
Hey?
Really? Ah, yeah. But how many of the referees? How many of the referees were Luton fans? The same cannot be said for Chelsea. They picked up 105 yellows. Nicholas Jackson's booked 10 times, 6-10. So Luton's disciplinary record was exemplary, but Nicholas Jackson was booked 10 times. How many goalless draws were there? Oh, God. Well, it certainly wasn't 50. I think it was less than that. I'll give you a clue, boys. More than 10.
Well done.
Nice. Goalless draws.
Let's go middle of the diddle, shall we?
What, 38 or 25?
38.
Let's go 38 then.
Oh, this is a big loss for the Netherlands, by the way. Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted out that Frankie de Jong will miss Euro 24.
Wow.
Bye-bye.
Due to physical conditions, Frankie can't force after his injury, as there is danger to make it even worse. The only way was to leave the team. Oh, that's gutting because he's a cracking player. 11, 25. I can't see there being loads.
Me and Owen say 38. No, me and Owen say 38.
Yeah, I think
38. Fair enough.
Yeah.
No,
you're right.
Oh.
I didn't think there was that many.
2.9% of
matches
goals.
Yeah, I didn't think there was going to be that many. I thought there was only going to be 25 max. Didn't we be 38? Harry's just put it in the chat pretty bluntly. If it wants to come up. Or is it not going to show up? Does it not want to show up? It doesn't want to show up.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye. That's the famous internet gone down. What's he actually trying to do?
He was trying to get the comments up.
Oh dear, Daryl. Oh dear. Can't even have the bloody quiz up.
He was trying to load the comments up of Scott.
Oh my God, he did.
Of Howie. Bye. There we go.
There he is. See you later.
Still spinning. Wait.
StreamYard just kicked me off. Trying to get the comments off, and it just went. Oh, right.
Me and Owen just went bye.
Yeah, I could hear you on the stream.
Oh.
I heard you
How
on
do
the
you
stream
know?
going bye.
How do you
It
know?
just kicked me off.
How did you know on the
Kicked me
stream?
off. Okay, putting it bluntly.
How did you know on the stream?
Because I had the sound turned up on my phone when it happened. Try again. Hasn't this been good? Oh, come on, stupid StreamYard. No, you need to think 0-0s is very rare. Yeah, bye. Exactly. Let's try again. So it was 11, not 38. Which manager picked a team featuring 11 players from 11 different countries? It won't have been Roy Hodgson because there's a few players from the same nation in that Palace team.
I'm thinking Scouse Market.
Could it have not been? No, it won't have been United because
we have quite a few English players, don't we?
Hey, Sherman Kelly, Connor Bradley, Kanate,
we don't care about that.
Van Dijk, Andy Robertson, Curtis Jones, Alexis McAllister, Wataru Endo, Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz, and Darwin Núñez, or as we call him, Bobble. How have we gone on for 2 hours? Nick, how did Pele, Woodok, and Panzu make history? By actually scoring for Luton. Wasn't he the first? He was the first player from Dominican Republic of Congo, wasn't he?
No, because Wan-Bissaka's from. Oh no, actually no, that's his.
No, Wan-Bissaka's in.
I think
he was the first player from DR Congo, wasn't he?
No.
No, I think it's that he became the first player to appear for one club in non-league League 2, League 1, Championship, and Premier League.
Same.
I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But he's been with them since 2013 when he was in the Conference Premier.
Who scored a goal, set up a goal? That was
Aye.
Scored
a goal, set up a goal, and scored no own goal. Oh, he had some match then, didn't he?
That's Trippier.
Oh yeah. No, it's not.
Some of the essential things on Spurs.
Saying Trippier definitely. What?
He's got the opening goal. So
who scored a goal, set up a goal? That was I. Scored a goal, set up a goal, scored no own goal. Oh, he had some match then, didn't he? That's Trippier. Oh yeah. No, it's not.
Oh yeah, no, it's not.
Well done. Oh yeah, that's Trippier.
How is it Son? How is it Son?
Because Son scored, got an assist and an own goal.
Stupid Korean forward.
How else do you want me to explain it?
Stick to making curry.
Oh yeah, no. He's got the opening goal after 6 minutes, even things up with an own goal, and help Spurs get a point by setting up the Celso's goal in the second half. Oh, he had a good game then. I remember that, says Harry, yeah. Who are the only team to beat City and Arsenal this season? Oh, God. Villa. Was it Villa?
What was the question?
It's on the screen, Owen.
Sorry.
No,
no, I was looking for it on the screen. I was like, I really don't see the beat both Sun City and Arsenal.
Oh, you know. So which was? Oh, this has gone well. Who are the only team to beat City and Arsenal this season?
I think Villa.
Ice
cream. I think you're right.
Is it Villa? Villa or Liverpool? Is it Villa or Liverpool?
It's not
Ice
Liverpool,
creams.
is it?
Ice creams.
Ice cream. Yeah.
Home and away.
Which teams conceded 5 goals in?
Oh, Daryl. It's kicked him off again. I actually don't know how he does it. Bye.
Bye. Yeah, we'll get through it at midnight, Owen.
Exactly, yeah, I think so, yeah. I think that to be accurate, we'll still be here.
I was reading the next question and all of a sudden, bye.
Exactly. The whole thing just goes off. He can hear us, though, so you can hear us, Daryl. Hello.
Hello.
For fuck's sake. Honestly. Oh, freaking hell. Honestly.
It's just pure entertainment at the end of the day, mate. We're enjoying it. We're enjoying it.
You know how glad you are. Take 3.
Which team's in 5 goals in their first? What? Oh,
that's
it's not Wolves.
Who conceded 5 goals in the first game and 5 goals in
Sheffield
United lost 5-1 last game season.
Yeah, it might be Sheffield United.
Yeah.
Then.
No, Forest lost. The
Forest lose by 5 on the first day.
I'm sure it's Sheffield United. That's what I think.
Forest lost. No, I don't think because Forest.
Oh, hang on! Didn't Villa get battered in the last game as well? It's either Sheffield United or Villa.
Villa, who did they play though at the first game?
Who did Forest play in the last game of the season? Do you remember?
I can't.
A team.
I don't think they lost by 5.
See, I think it's Sheffield United, but
Sheffield.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Villa lost 5-0 against Palace.
Harry's just said they lost.
Yeah.
Harry said Villa lost to Brighton, I think.
Oh, maybe it's Villa then.
But you got to remember, this is hard because Sheffield United conceded 5 in the last game of the season at Newcastle, but whether they conceded 5 in the first match, I don't know.
I think Villa personally. I'd go Villa.
We'll try Villa. If it's wrong, it's Harry Doherty's fault for saying it.
Yeah, come on, Harry.
Hey! Don't have to blame you this time, Harry. Shucks.
Tottenham lost a match despite
Spurs
holding the lead for 88 minutes.
We beat them. Oh, that was
Was it not Wolves?
Well, yeah, I think it was because didn't Wolves score in the 96th minute?
Yeah.
Wolves scored like 2 goals in the final 3 minutes of added time or something like that.
Yeah, they scored. They equalised and they scored again.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
91st minute, 97th. Oh dear.
Ultimate bottle job.
Spurs doing the bottle as usual there. They had a bit of a howler there, didn't they?
2 players both scored 2 goals. Oh, that's both the Robinsons. Both the drinks.
Got 2 own goals this season.
Both the drinks.
Right, Emiliano scored an own goal. Listen, I don't know. I don't.
He hasn't played enough, has he? I don't think.
He
spent more time. He's spent more time in the bloody injury room. The 2 Robinsons.
The 2 drinks.
That's a good shout.
Would sound right. Yeah.
Hey.
Philip Mateta scored 3
2
goals.
own goal. Both scored 2 own goals, as did Daiki Hashioka, who? Emiliano Martinez and Konstantinos Mavropanos. Right, thank you. I'll sleep better knowing that. Jean-Philippe Mateta scored 3 goals on the last day of the season, making him just the second player to score a hat-trick for Palace in the Prem. Who was the first?
I'm thinking Zaha. Don't know why.
The first
Saka. Sorry, Zaha. Benteke scored a lot of goals.
I'm thinking Zaha.
Benteke scored quite a lot for them.
I scored like.
I think most likely it'll be Zaha.
Yeah, but
With him, yeah.
I think Zaha or Ayew for some reason. I think Ayew might be a shout.
Really? Are you going to go with that? Are you going to go? Sorry.
No. Zaha, mate. I think Zaha. But I think Ayew could be as well.
Take the Z off, put the H on. Haha.
Oh, the one guy we didn't mention. Ow, my foot. It's the one guy we didn't mention. It's the one guy that we didn't mention, Yannick Bolasie.
Which team were losing a game? Let's just get the next one over with, boys, because that's United. Move on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah, bye-bye. Now he will Ahamada made 20. I think I pronounced that totally wrong, but hard luck. He made 20 appearances for Palace this season. What did he not do in any of them? Score?
Probably start the game.
Be on the winning team. Touch the ball.
It's got to be start. He touched the ball.
Surely he's had a touch of the ball
in 20 games.
Start a game.
Yeah, there you go. All on the bench. What was the most common scoreline? It happened in 10% of the matches. Well, you'd surely think 2-1, because surely there'll have been more than 1.
Yeah.
2-1.
2-1.
2-1.
Although United lead, not United. 2-1, surely. Really?
1-1.
38 games finished 1-1.
So
38 games finished 1-1, but they didn't end 0-0 like you lads thought.
I didn't think that.
38 1-1s and 11 0-0s. Bloody hell! So we've had. So that's 49.
Palmer was the only player to score more goals than Cole Palmer, who was the only player this season with more assists.
Watkins.
That was Ollie Watkins, and move on.
Yeah, we said that earlier on. Goodbye.
Which team would have won the league?
Which team would have won the league?
Job being booked, I think. No, wasn't it? Which team would have won the league if only goal scoring?
Because Cole, it would be Chelsea.
See, I'm thinking Chelsea, but because of Cole Palmer, but
Cole Palmer.
Why do I think it's? Do you know what I think it is? I think it'd be Newcastle because they got quite a lot of English players.
Yeah.
I'd go with Newcastle.
Alexander Isak was top scorer for them. So sort of between Chelsea and Newcastle, I think.
I'd go Chelsea, personally.
I'd go Newcastle.
Oh, well. I thought Chelsea anyway.
Fair enough.
Tottenham, Fulham and Wolves would have finished in the bottom 3. Could you imagine that?
Knowing this,
could you imagine that? Chelsea win the league and Spurs relegated. Yeah. That wouldn't have happened. What percentage of goals were scored from 76 minutes onwards? Oh, yeah, the show Alex Iwobi celebrating at Old Trafford.
Yeah, of course. I'm going to say, I think it's quite a bit. I think 20%.
Yeah?
I think it's quite a lot.
So even the quizzes hate United. That makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Look at that, look. Do you know what I mean? Stupid.
Bloody worms. Look at that, worms.
Chop it off.
20%. Harry Doherty thinks 33. I don't think there was that many.
No.
That'd be a lot.
There was a lot of last-minute goals, though. See, this is the thing. You think 20%. He thinks 33, and I think 25.
Oh, exactly. Could be any of them.
So...
maybe go in the middle then, 25.
Liam?
Yeah, go either 20 or 25. Go 25. Go through the middle.
Yeah! That was a guess. Thank you very much indeed.
307.
I'm just looking at me celebrating.
Which club had the most goal scorers this season with 20 different players on the score sheet?
That was a genuine guess, by the way. Genuinely, didn't have a clue. 307 was scored out of the 1,246. Good that we haven't got Dazzer's big question tonight, otherwise we'll be here all night trying to work 1,246 goals. Which club had the most goal scorers this season with 20 different players on the score sheet?
I reckon Liverpool.
20 different goal scorers. I don't think it'll be in Arsenal.
No.
Newcastle. Well, Newcastle had loads of different goal scorers. Fabian Schär scored before as well. United, no.
No, it might be
I think
Arsenal.
Geordie. Or
Good
Arsenal.
Geordie was there.
Mm.
Yes.
Wait, what? Oh, well, that's the fact about Isaac. Oh.
20 different players.
21.
21. Question 21. Players from 70 countries appeared in the league this season. Unsurprisingly, England provided more players than any country, which with 256. Which country was second on the list with 34 players?
You'd think
France.
France.
Or Brazil?
Yeah.
I'd go baguettes.
I think France. Brazil.
Oh.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, you do have for starters, Bruno Guimaraes, Casemiro,
Ricardson.
Alisson, Ederson,
Ricardson.
Thiago Silva is Brazilian. Brazil, thank you. 65 minutes. Which of these players did not score multiple hat-tricks this season? Multiple hat-tricks.
Salah.
Yeah, Salah.
You got 15 out of 22.
That's
not terrible.
Not bad. Some of them were 50-50s that we got wrong. Let's have a look again. So, question 2, we got wrong because we thought we thought Newcastle. One of you mentioned Spurs. Luton were the only team to not have a player sent off. 38 0-0s. These weren't international friendlies. Heung-min Son with a 3-3, which we totally forgot about. 15 out of 22. Take that. That's a good way to wrap it off, I think. Lovely. Well, yeah, I think that'll do. We've had 2 quizzes. One that went totally tits off.
Well, technically 3. Technically 3. We didn't finish the first one.
Technically 3, yeah. Because I went on the wrong quiz.
Have you still got that quiz up, by the way? Or we took it away?
No, I got rid of it. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
That's cute. There he is. Just walk through.
Yeah, I thought that was Kieran walking past. I just saw this. I just saw a body walking past.
Yeah.
Probably got the most right. Thank you, smart ass.
Well done, mate.
Ooh, you're hard. What do you want, a medal? Yeah, I think that's a good way to finish off. Thanks to those that have joined us tonight. I'll say if you are watching it back and you've watched a full 2 hours, then you're daft. Thanks very much. Next stream will be Friday night when we have Germany versus Scotland for the first game of Euro 2024. Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in. And thank you very much to Liam, of course, for coming on, and for Owen coming on. Been about nearly a year, but been a good laugh as usual. So cheers for popping on. Yeah. It's such short notice as well. And also cheers to Gavik, who came on as well. Had to disappear early, of course. And to Harvey, by the way, who was going to come on, but couldn't for personal reasons. But thanks for making the good thumbnail, which I thought was a really good thumbnail. So from all of us here, thanks for joining us. I'll see you on Friday for Deutschland. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.